Hi there, I'm April and this is my husband and support crew, Bruce. And we live in the beautiful South Island of New Zealand. You've most probably landed here because, like us, you're wanting more freedom and control over your life and finances.
We'd like to take a moment to share a little about our business and how we came to be here.
I'm an artist, but I've been a business owner for most of my working life, and Bruce, he's a high-end builder and an accomplished musician. And it won't be too long before he'll be working in the business alongside me. Prior to getting started with this business, I was ready to jump off a cliff. Well, no, not quite, just kidding, but I was down in the dumps to say the least. You see, we'd lost most of our life savings in the global financial crisis in 2008. And we hadn't found a way to recover until this business opportunity.
It was the lowest point in our 30 years of marriage. Up until then, we'd had a variety of successful businesses, from manufacturing sheepskin coats to 2 news agencies, food bars, and we'd built a huge American-style barn in the country and ran a B&B along with a restaurant, entertaining bus groups for lunch and dinner. Avril taught quilt making and ran quilting retreats. Then later, for a few years, we'd even owned and operated a nursing home. In between those businesses, we'd managed to renovate around 8 houses and built 2. You can do a lot in 30 years. Quite frankly, we'd worked our butts off.
We were bogged down and drained. So when I sold my last business, a gift shop, I was off to have my adventure. We were sitting pretty financially, so to speak, and I wanted to go and see some of the world. I ended up in Italy, bought a 200-year-old house, which we renovated and converted the old wine cellar on the ground floor into my studio and art gallery. From there, we had an art school and we welcomed students from all around the world. For the next 10 years, I had my idyllic life. We were back and forth from New Zealand 6 months each year, travelling around Europe in our motorhome. Life was exceptionally good.
For the first couple of years after the global financial crisis struck and took with it our hard-earned savings and investments, we were like deer caught in the headlights. I went back to construction and building, but it was hard to get our heads around the fact that we had to start again from scratch.
By this time, I'm in my 60s. I went on the internet in search of some sort of business I could do from home. I didn't want to start another business or get a job. I was done with all that. During my research, I was totally confused. There's so much stuff out there. I was looking at affiliate programs, drop shipping, having a store on Amazon, and a whole raft of other things. Eventually, I came across an ad for this business. And after viewing the videos, it all just made sense. The business plan, the systems in place, the support, the compensation plan, but most of all it was the products, which are in the personal development arena. Something I'd always loved but had drifted away from. So here it was, and my search was over. This was it. I'd found the business that was right for us.
We are happy and loving life again. We're here in Phuket mixing with fellow entrepreneurs and having a ball. Financially, we're getting back on track. Abe's back to her art and I'm back enjoying my music. We're travelling and excited about life again.
So let's share a little about the business and what we don't do. We don't cold call and we don't stock product and we don't do any hard selling. It's not multi-level marketing, so we don't have to hit on any of our friends and family. And you won't have to do any of these things either. This business is what I like to call a business in a box, similar to a franchise, though without the huge costs. Actually, the cost of entry into the business is within reach of most people. So, who are we looking for? First and foremost, you will need to be someone who has a strong desire to be financially independent for yourself.
You will need at least a couple of hours each day to devote to your new business venture. It's also important that you can follow simple directions. We have a success formula that we teach, but it's up to you to take the action steps to implement them.
And no, you don't need to have had any prior business experience. This is a win-win situation where you can learn while you earn.
But it's important that you're ready to learn some new stuff. If you're looking for this level of both time and financial freedom in your life, then go ahead and put your details in this form.
One of us will give you a call. We'll have a brief conversation to ensure that we have the potential of working together. And of course, we respect your privacy, so if it's not for you, you can opt out at any time and you won't hear from us again.
As I said, we're on track to achieving our goals, but in the end, it's all about you. Are you on track? Thanks for stopping by.
And we'll speak with you soon.